does. Yours.
Welcome to Kalima's Digital Practice, where we provide internal and external holistic healthcare and hair loss solutions for the entire family. Did you know that hair loss and other symptoms are often a result of poor nutrition and diet? When hair loss does occur, it gives the provider a clue to begin to figure out what may or may not be going on inside the body. As an iridologist, I've been uniquely trained to interpret the markings and patterns of your left and right iris. These unique patterns provide me with information about what's going on inside your body, which I in turn share with you immediately in a detailed professional report.
Just sit back, get your wine, you know. That's Lady Devine. What is this? Take that out. Okay. All right. Well, for y'all to see me. Hey. Oh. All right, man. Yeah, welcome to the Lady Devine show. I'm glad you tuned in to see me today. This is Busy One Radio, and we have we're gonna have an awesome time tonight. We're gonna showcase some of the artists that Pretty Money Records have signed, and I'm the A&R for Pretty Money Records in the Midwest. And it's been exciting, y'all. We had a really busy Thanksgiving weekend. Really great. We got to sign a new artist, Jacine, and looking at some other people, possibly some comedians. And, I'm looking for all talent. I'm looking for country. I'm looking for rock and roll. I'm looking for Latin music. It doesn't have to be
The views and opinions.
R&B. Uh-oh. Go ahead. Do the disclaimer. You already did it?
It's still on.
Okay.
So
Yeah, the views and opinions is that of me, not of Busy One Radio. So we want y'all to let y'all know that. So y'all understand. But what's been going on? It's cold out there, y'all. I had to pull out my mink the other day. I was really cold. So I'm like, I don't like to be cold. So I do want to talk about some of the products that Lady Devine have. And one of them is the Divine Wine Champagne. As y'all noticed, the New Year's is coming up and Christmas. So if y'all want to pop the champagne bottle, get with me on the Lady Devine wine. It's sold at the Cali Bar. We have Merlot, we have Chardonnay, we have Moscato, and Riesling. So it sells for $25 a bottle. The champagne is for $45. But people love it. They come back and get it. So, they support me, and I'm glad of that. Also, I have with me today the Lady Devine perfume. If you don't have it, ladies, make sure you get it, or tell your significant other to get you some of this, because it's a very floral, and it smells very good, and it travels. So people that smell it, they be like, what you got on? Lady Devine. So it's been in my purse rumbling around. That's why this looks a little rough, but that's okay. We'll get that out of there. So, what's been going on, y'all? I've just been very busy trying to keep up with everything, including get my show up and running and onto Roku. So my television show,
5 seconds and the radio's on.
my show is actually going to be shown on Roku, Fire Stick, Apple TV, Android TV, and welcome to the Lady Devine show, y'all. This your girl, Lady Devine. We on Busy One Radio, and we here to have a good time for this next hour. We're gonna start off with some music from artists that has been signed to Pretty Money Records. So I'm the A&R for the Midwest region for Pretty Money Records, and we're gonna show y'all what we working with. Now, can I hear it here?
Bigger, they say you can't be designer. Little do they know my name is bigger than my father. She and Gabbana could never afford the sponsor. Guys be lying, know they keep a big girl on their roster. Bigger, they say you can't be designer. Little do they know my name is bigger than my father. She and Gabbana could never afford the sponsor.
Got the big girl appetite moving down. So you gotta be a small girl, you be a big girl. And still rocking young. It's very talented. I've seen her in this whole show for this new album, and it's off the chain. I mean, you could be in awe. She's been performing for some years, but no, she just started out. She got it together. So I can't wait until we get her at other markets, the New York market, overseas, in Europe. She's gonna go places. Just seen look her up on YouTube. Yeah, Pretty Money Records. Oh, big girls.
Big service with no way on the radar. Bigger, they say you can't be designer. Little do they know my name is bigger than my father.
She said you can't fit designers, but what?
She messed with the wrong one.
She got that Lady Devine. Two big girls. Yeah. www.divinelux.com. For sure.
But I no coward. Boy, you know how we gotta go and get a bag. All your boys try to do is eat up on this crime. Nobody got no time for your honey snack attack. I just wanna
I like to tell y'all that my hair is compliments of Fahrenheit. Mr. Matthews. Yeah, he's doing it, y'all. What? Getting together. And the makeup by Majestic Queen, y'all. Check her out. And shut the door. People knock on the door. You know, this Busy One Radio, we stay busy. Give it up to Justin, y'all. No, I'm not on break. We always got room for you. Come on in. You get in here. Come on.
Peace and blessings, bro.
Come on, sit down. You gotta sit down.
Did you get put in the seat?
Get in here. I try to get him in here, but you wouldn't get in this. So this is Poet's Mastermind. When is your show?
Poetic Mastermind Fridays at 8:30 to 10:30. GTS show.
5
GTS.
seconds.
So we gotta take a break in 5 seconds.
Oh no, we're back on.
Okay, we're back on. That's right. So go ahead and tell them again.
Peace and blessings, world. I am Poetic Mastermind. I'm a part of Busy One Radio, and I have a podcast that goes on every Friday from 8:30 to 10:30. The GTS show.
The GTS show. And what's the GTS show about? Tell us what it's about.
I got thrown in a hot seat.
You know, you walked into the Lady Devine show. You like, what?
No, but GTS stands for Grind Time Shine, and my main
Grind time to shine.
Grind Time Shine.
Grind time shine. Okay.
My main motto to that: if you do not grind for your time, how do you expect to shine?
Oh,
So
I like that.
With the GTS show, we mainly focus on artists that we have here as well as abroad. But it's not like a normal interview, like where they be like, "Oh, tell me about your music, tell me about your streams." It's actually a chance for people to be able to tap in with the artist themselves.
Okay.
Get to know them more personally on a different level. Get to see if they connect with them a different way, and also vibe out to their music. But it's literally the exclusive because you hear things that you might not never hear again, or you might seen somebody that might not never pop up, like Lily pop back on again.
All right.
It's just more of a great experience and dope connection between the artists.
So are these local artists that we're talking about?
I've mainly had local artists. I don't really like to call them local. I mainly had Cincinnati artists on, yes.
Okay.
But as well, I've had artists from Kentucky. I have artists from Atlanta, New York that came on and blessed the show as well.
All right. So are these artists getting signed to record labels?
From mostly of when I double back up or check back in with them, mostly yes.
That's great.
When it comes to Cincinnati,
that's great.
We on the come up. Like I see a lot of artists that's getting the recognition, but they ain't getting the paper just yet.
Okay.
But a lot of artists like the artists that I interviewed from New York and Atlanta, they both got signed.
Okay.
And with Kentucky, I'm currently reaching out to Tennessee as well because me and a label owner is actually trying to get those artists their exposure and actually get them a signing opportunity to get distribution.
Okay, so when you talk about getting signed, does that mean they get like $100,000 thrown at them? What does it mean to get signed?
To get signed to me is really distribution and marketing.
Okay.
It really never, as a personal artist.
It's best not to, right?
Yeah, as a personal artist, I've had contracts before, I've signed before, but the major thing is to not take the money up front.
Exactly.
Don't do that because
you're going to get stuck with paying that money back, right?
And
so
a lot of
it's
people
just not free money.
They be milking out their albums and shows, not understanding that money that you got is what you got to use towards your music. A lot of people just go and spend it on chains and all that.
So when you say towards your music, we're talking about studio time, we're talking about marketing and promotions, we're talking about putting on shows that you would like to get paid for. Indeed. But sometimes that don't happen. So sometimes you have to go out and be on the show with another artist and you don't get anything. They might even ask you to pay. You know what I mean? How do you feel about that?
Lots of times.
Yeah.
I tell people it's a little bit, honestly, if you invite an artist out, it's a little bit disrespectful to ask them to pay for their way in. Because
if you invite them. So,
right.
but if you know of a show and you call and you say, hey, I got this artist, I would like for them to open up for you. And is that possible? And they say, yeah, it's going to be $5,000. How you feel about that?
If it was an artist that I really wanted to be on the show that has that recognition that can also bring the people with them, yes, I'll go ahead and play that and then take my end on whatever the business is. But if it's like an artist where we're trying to, like, they're hitting me up and saying, hey, I got an artist for you, but it's $1,000 for them to come and perform. Why would I pay $1,000 for my show?
Right.
Versus them coming to be a part of it and being able to experience this with us. And then, okay, cool, we can talk about the next show and then talk money if they actually bring it. A lot of people pay money up front and then just get a quick show, like they'll be in for their song and they're out. It's never an experience.
One song.
Right, like 1 or 2 songs and then they out. Like it's not even like a photo, like a time to talk to them. Like, hey, I really like your music. It's just follow me on such and such. Appreciate y'all, and they out. So I feel like when it comes to that, if you really gonna put the money up towards artists that are worth the experience, worth the moves, worth the energy to actually enjoy and sit around and listen to other artists as well. They don't think of themselves as a hot shot.
Right. So I like to see artists that have actually gone out and done it for themselves. They've been in the studio, yes. They've been doing shows, they've got it all crafted together. So they're really working on their craft.
Yes, ma'am. So
that for a record label to come in and say, okay, yes, I would like to sign you, it's a blessing because you get that extra help that you've been needing, but you've been out there working hard for your stuff. So
always tell them, read. Because that contract, they talking to you, look all glitz and glam on that first page. Go ahead to that 39th page, that 45th page, and actually see what you read. And see what you're getting yourself into. Because, yeah, you thinking that, this is about to be great. I'm getting pushed on, I'm getting put on, and you only got put on for 1 album. or you only got put on for the single that you currently got going, and they're gonna just after that one they're just gonna let you go if you don't come back with another hit.
Right.
So it's mainly understanding not only the business that you're getting signed to and the label, but understanding yourself as an artist that you're still working by yourself.
You're still working.
You're never done. Like even as my label, I don't consider nobody even on my team that be like, oh no, you're my artist. No, that's another boss. That's another artist.
I have another question for you.
Yes, ma'am.
How do you feel about our mainstream radio stations nowadays and not actually putting on our local artists?
Disrespectful.
When you ask for them to play the song, it's okay, it's gonna be $5,000.
I really say it's ass. Like if you look at it like you don't support your own city, but you want your people from your city to support these mainstream artists and all these other people that literally don't even know us, don't even care about us, and let alone if we wanted to do or have our song played, they already paid so many slots for their song to get performed. They don't even think about your song, or let alone your song is hot. Like your song is live, it's blowing up in the city, but they looking at it as, oh, okay, guess what? You're blowing up in the city. Instead of sponsoring and helping you now, go ahead and pay me $5,000 to get this on the spins.
Right.
So it's really like a blockage if you look at it to me because it's disrespect. Y'all want the artist, y'all want the real music, go to the artist in your city. Don't search for the outside. These are mainstream artists, and to be honest, the music is trash. You got songs out here now that makes no sense, songs that make it derogative and like misleading the youth and all that stuff. Like, what are we looking up to that we used to grow up on versus now saying that we ain't even got no music that we can actually relate to?
So would you say that the music today that the youth is hearing is creating anger, it's creating frustration, it's creating violence?
Yeah, cause we in the if I would say anything about the music, we're in the drill era. We're really in the drill era. Like we moved out from the trap era, now we in the drill area where it's more of what you do. Like I call it self-snitching. You self-snitching on yourself. I don't care what anybody say, you're snitching on yourself. Because y'all want to talk about how many people y'all robbed, killed, did this and that, did this too and did that too. Not only understanding that, hey yo, they just piling up the information.
But do you really think that's true?
Half of it, yes. Because some artists really, really do like I know personal artists that do the things and go rap about it.
Okay. Yeah.
But then I also know artists that are just living the fantasy to get the clout or relate to the artist. Like if we put it in an art form, perfect example is Ice Cube. He ain't never did none of that, but he rapped about it so perfectly and put it to the right artist to say it. So it's more of understanding that lifestyle versus the ones that's actually living the lifestyle. But when it comes to that, I tell people change the music. It's not teaching us nothing.
Right.
You're teaching somebody to wake up, pick up a gun, say F that job, F these people and go kill somebody, and then go cry about it later, or go run with your homies and be disbanded from your family or your people just because these the homies.
What in the world is
it's
going
really
on?
It's a law. I literally call this right now, and it's messed up to say, it's a lost generation. Because if you looking at kids that can tell me we come from the I know I can era, now I'm hearing some bend that ass over. Like, hold on, wait. These are little kids that's like literally, when I can tell you just how we grew up, they learned all the words from Sexy Red, Suki, and all these Cardi and all them, and not understanding like, yo, that's not you.
Yeah, exactly.
But you represent it because you think it's popular, you think it's cool, you think this is attention, but not understanding the youth is soaking this up.
They soaking it up.
And they becoming like them, and then you wondering why they're misled, misguided, like they ain't really thinking that smart. Like, what is an artist? It's not about sex all the time. If I really say the mainstream is demonic to me because it just teaches you how to be like how to lose yourself.
Yes,
but
that's what they're doing. They're losing themselves. Because I remember when I was young and we said we couldn't say freak in front of our grandparents or parents because guess what? That was a cuss word.
I got hit for saying Uchi Wally, like the song
Uchi Wally.
Like she really like I got hit with so many shoes, like because it was just catchy. I didn't understand it. It was just catchy. Yes, it was just really catchy. But then
bam.
Then we upgrade to the chicken head era with 3-6 Mafia and everything. So we was understanding the songs now, but back in the day they were like more of okay, we was actually parental guided on the songs that we could listen to. You might hear this for a little bit, but this is only one time.
And they didn't play all that music on the radio. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You may not hear the stuff that you hear now.
Right, and you
'Cause
won't
you
hear it
not
so many times.
Beat your
already.
ass over and all that. They wasn't playing that.
I literally laugh at how they think that music sells. If you think that music sells by being derivative, sex sells, and all that stuff, you're not gonna make it far in this world. You're gonna be another sex symbol, I should call it, men and women.
Mhm.
But understanding that even with that one, you don't have to talk about trap. You don't have to talk about this. Like, actually talk about you. If you're really doing that, speak it. But if you ain't doing that, remember there's somebody on the other side of that speaker that knows you.
But what the kids are seeing that these artists are making it. They
And
are on mainstream radio. They are on mainstream TV. They are
Right.
doing the concerts.
And I literally say the distraction sells. Distraction. I'm gonna call it straight up what it is. It's distraction. Because the moment that you think that this is the only way you can make it into the industry by rapping like Lil Durk and all them, like Lil Baby and all them, and thinking that you're gonna make it like them, you already lost because you already lost yourself as an artist thinking that you could be somebody else to make it in the door.
Right.
So in that standpoint, if you really want to be out here and trying to do that, challenge these main artists. Challenge the radio stations. Y'all seeing the plays out here, but y'all saying, oh, they paid for these. Okay, that's mainstream. You see how we doing it out here.
Right.
Come to one of our events, come to one of our concerts and actually experience what a Cincinnati artist is.
What can we as people in the music industry do to stop this? Well, they're getting away with robbery.
Teach the youth. You got to teach them. It's
The
the
radio station.
unlearn and the relearn. The radio stations, really, every radio station, get rid of the bullshit. Stop thinking that, oh, because I got paid $5,000 just to spend this, you're going to spend this over a song that literally could have changed your city for the better. Versus, oh, it's just mainstream. People going to love it eventually because I keep playing it.
So do we have radio stations like that? Because we know some of the radio stations we don't. They're not going to not play this. They're not going to not accept that $5,000, that $10,000. What radio stations do we have in Cincinnati that will stand up for what's right? Let's say that.
For one, first and foremost, Busy One Radio.
Busy One.
Because when it comes to that, it's actually independent music, independent artists, and also even with sound artists, it's real music. It's not just the bullshit that we hear on the radio constantly getting played. And the secondary one I got to shout out, I'm an old school soul to the heart, 100.3, Mojo. I listen to my old school all day, and they actually keep it real with those songs because they might play something that's a little bit like on the mainstream, but it's always the old school. It's always a message.
Yes.
It's always something that makes you think like, I feel a mood, but hey, they just put on some Al Green. They just put on some, hold on. Y'all put on the Earth, Wind, and Fire. Oh, I'm jamming. Versus, why am I listening to Cardi and Megan, Lil Baby, and all them 5 times in a row before I even hear a new song?
Right.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing that goes on in the mainstream that I say in the radio station. Once y'all really get rid of the mainstream artists and actually do what you're supposed to be doing as a radio show and actually tapping into your city, you will change it.
What do you think about the Wave? 88.3.
Hey, my respects to them actually, because for one, I love them. They actually gave me one of my first interviews there. Salute to the God, pressure session, and also salute to the goddess Lady A. Like, they gave me my shot there.
Yeah.
They brought me on,
awesome.
And they also do what we do here, and it's loving. It's real. That's when I also call another real radio station. Like, it's so many inside of Cincinnati that keeps it real when it comes to the radio stations versus the ones that like, oh, we're industry. We're not trying to be industry. We're trying to show them how industry we are.
Right.
So in that point, 88.3, 100.3, and Busy One Radio is literally the only 3 things I mainly listen to.
Right.
It's all about the independent music. It's all about the feeling of it. Like, you can't stop from hearing old school, but then when you hear your boy, when you hear your girl, when you hear, like, my perfect example, when I hear Siri Money, Laura Ace, Jacine, DB33, like, when I hear people like that on the radio, Fame, it makes me happy because it's showing how much we made it. But at the same time, we're not done. This is just a little peek in the door.
Just a little peek.
For one, shout out to the Wiz also for doing that and actually putting on the artist. But when it comes to that, I tell any radio station, get rid of the bullshit and put them on more. Get the spins in the rotation where the people were calling and requesting, and you hear how much the city's gonna talk to you,
Right.
versus what the outside saying, oh, I'm gonna pay you $10,000 if you don't play none of them.
Right.
Why take the money when you got the people? The people gonna make it move quicker than the money.
I think so. But I think the money is where they.
That's where we all trying to get. I say be financially stable. Like get to the money to where you're comfortable. But don't get the money where, oh, now I got to keep getting it. Now you lost yourself because you lost in this money.
You lost.
Like you just thinking it's all about the bag. Now understanding the bag comes character, comes mental, comes spiritual, comes health. You got to use all that money for you anyway.
What type of songs do you actually put out?
I put out actually very, like, it's multi-diverse. I put out hip hop. I do rap sometimes. I do reggae. I do R&B. I did a couple of pop songs, so it was kind of like stepping outside of my element. But when I put out music, I always want to send a message.
Okay.
And I always want to, like, if I ain't got you thinking deep, I want you juggling a little bit, like, dang, there's some bars. Like, I want you to feel it where I come out with my music. And lately, that's all I set on the back burner for a little while because personal things, but overall, when I release music, it's always to catch the person. It's never to catch the wave or the sound. Like, everybody can have a catchy hook.
Exactly.
Are you spitting them bars though?
Right.
So if I'm not pressing rewind on you, you just ain't making the cut for me.
Rewind.
But when I hear I drop the song and you don't even expect somebody to come and be like, hey, I heard the track you just dropped and I loved it. What you love about it? And they start spitting it to you.
Right.
It's a great experience and a great feeling of seeing somebody actually listen to you and know that you're being heard.
Ace, do we have something that we could play?
Oh, I'm working on it right now.
Okay.
But
From GTS.
If anything, I say give them the mission because that's still one of my greatest songs and I made that 3 years ago.
It was what? Give them a mission. Give them a mission.
Give them a mission, GTS mission, and it basically is the representation of what GTS is, but also the representation of what you're supposed to be doing and what you're doing it for.
Oh wow!
It's like literally giving what you're doing every day. You're trying to grind, so what you putting in all your time for one little moment or that light right now to just shine in your moment and get your bask on. Like that's what it's all for.
That's what it's all about.
So if you ain't putting the GTS in your motto, you ain't on your mission. You bullshit.
You bullshit. So let's quit bullshit and let's get something on the radio. Yes.
It's love.
Ace got us.
GTS, boy.
It's a little toasty. A little bit toasty.
Yeah.
Poetic mastermind.
Edit myself. Okay.
Yeah, I grind for my time, for my shine and do better.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, I call business pleasure. All these niggas hating on me, no
Yeah.
wonder.
Salute to the guy, DB33. Foreign feelings of paradise. Make sure you get yours.
I just grind for my time, for my shine and do better. Keep my name
You got more than just this, but I love this ring.
all these niggas hating on me, no wonder. I'm just
If you ready, you go see me on my own.
I've never seen you in a divine gentleman.
So, man, when can I go ahead?
I'm gonna break it to you.
Because I rock that personally on the show. Y'all see, this is not only the brand, it's free, but the support, y'all gotta say it right. It's when she told me that, I was just like, you don't even know if you want to be loose, happy, laugh, like sexy. Sexy. It's divine. That's sexy. When she said it's sexy. Other people say I be like,
that shit is aiming at your face.
ladies, gentlemen, make sure.
I don't care.
Would you like to smell your lady with that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. This, and this is, you made it.
Hey, ladies, you get this, I'm not walking there.
I'm not walking. I don't know exactly where it came from. I'm like, so
This Lady Devine.
Hey,
Now, when you go home tonight, you better wash that off because you might get in trouble.
I'm single.
Oh, okay.
Shout out to the single people. If you want a couple, hold down your relationship, work out your bullshit. But to the single people, we out here. We gonna get our way. But that's the greatest part. Be like, you smell good. I know.
Yeah.
It ain't lotion. That's the vibe.
I like it.
And gratitude, because I got through the sea, but I like that.
Yeah. So you come in busy boy, you never know. You better get on in here.
I wasn't ready.
I be trying to get Barry in here all the time. You be like,
No, oh my God, no.
I gotta go. I'm gonna get you one day. I'm gonna get you one day. What we got, Ace?
I got some more. Give me a second. I'll pull up another one. Y'all go ahead and talk about it.
All right, yeah. So that was live.
Tell me about the video.
Oh, I haven't seen the video.
Yes, ma'am. The video was a special tribute for one and always salute to Zone 15.
What part?
Heights is always my home. Like if you say anything Cincinnati that came out of Poetic Mastermind, it comes from Lincoln Heights. Nowhere else.
Really?
Born, pure raised, but also understanding that we come from iconic and a historic background, but it's so slept on. But they gotta always remember, when you think of the Isley brothers, you gotta remember Lincoln Heights. When you think of
Nikki Giovanni.
Yes, Nikki Giovanni, you gotta think of Lincoln Heights.
Right.
It's iconic people out there, and Natural Onyx. You gotta look at people that now Poetic Mastermind. I can fit myself in that mixture now. I could be in that mix, and when I made the video, I did it right where I was raised.
What
Centennials.
Okay.
Salute to Centennials, even though y'all some uppity motherfuckers.
They uppity now?
Hey, they got uppity.
Okay, so I heard that there is a group of Hispanics that's in Zone 15.
Man,
What's
look
up
here.
with
¿Qué pasa? Familia. But que hice en por qué? Like, it got, when I say it went from all black, and then you just see Hispanics just riding up the street like, is they coming to get some?
You like, what is going on?
I walked down Jackson, was just like, what the hell? We gentrified.
Very, very much so.
But when I did that video, it was always showing off where I live.
Okay.
And where it all started for me. And salute to Yah's child, because 5D Films, salute to the God, he made that a dream come true. When I said, like, you got a vision and you make it happen, he made it happen. And my second part, I took it to Princeton High School.
Okay.
And salute to the Vikings.
So you went to Princeton. What year did you come out?
Shout out to the class of 2012.
2012.
I could have graduated in 11, but I decided to graduate with my class.
Okay.
But Princeton was definitely a great time for me. And I always wanted to show homage in one way or another.
He said 2012. I'm sitting here thinking like, who do I know in 2012? Because I came out in 83. Yeah, I'm thinking like, I can't even say a one person in 2012.
Hey,
Wow, 2012.
We the
Okay
genuine
then.
breed. We the rare breed. We was the end of the era, the end of the world day. Like when we
So
came out.
2012, did you get to experience the Sugar Shack?
You can't say Lincoln Heights without saying the Sugar Shack.
Well, I didn't know.
You can't say that without saying the Peppermint.
Okay.
You can't say that without saying
Wait
Lamar's.
a minute, did you go to the Peppermint? No, in
Indeed.
29 you didn't.
Indeed.
You did
Salute
not.
to the Peppermint.
How did you
because
get in there?
my uncle.
You know what I'm saying?
My uncle was that dude, and
Who's your uncle?
my uncle Kiki. Like he's a great boxing coach and as well, he's a great mentor.
Okay.
And he used to always kick it over there. And every time he sees us, he'll be like, nephew, what y'all want? And at the time, that was when I fresh came out the army. And he was just like, come have a drink
so
with
you've been
me.
in the army.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay
He
then.
was like, come have a
Don't
drink
you
with
say
me.
yes, ma'am. Like I said 83 now, he wanna make me anxious like yes, ma'am.
Or
Stop it.
Let me correct it. I got you, love. I got you. Let me correct that, love. No, but when the Peppermint was still up at the time, I was real young, but I was always around because my mom was there. Like my mom was a cook, but she also was a singer. So sometimes I'll see her in the Peppermint doing her thing on karaoke night or something. Or she'll be in the back with my
And
uncle.
who's your mom?
grilling. My mom, I won't say her government, I'll say Miss Addie. If you know Miss Addie, you know Addie's baby.
Okay.
So we would literally call Addie's babies growing up in Lincoln Heights.
All right.
But doing that, the Peppermint had such, I would say that gave the original music feeling to Lincoln Heights. Because if you thought of anywhere to go for music or just want to kick back, you went to the Peppermint.
Who? The people in Zone 15?
People not only from Zone 15, you
Okay.
have people from A1, you have people from the West Side, you have people from Evanston.
Let me tell you the experience I've had in Zone 15. Zone 15 only wants to deal with Zone 15. You go in the Peppermint, if you didn't know somebody from the Zone 15,
you got 15
you better
minutes.
leave.
On the 1-5, you got 15
leave.
minutes.
So yeah, that was a real good experience that we experienced back in the day.
It was iconic from
You
guys.
couldn't just go to Zone 15.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I don't know how the Hispanics got in there, but they got in.
That was the thing. You couldn't get into Lincoln Heights, but Lincoln Heights could get into everywhere else.
Yeah, exactly. But they had the way that it's built. You better know your way around if you want to get in and you want to get out quickly, because
and you was on the most dangerous, the second
stuck.
most dangerous street in Lincoln Heights. You on, because everybody already know Jackson is Jackson. But when you was on Van Buren, you better wake up, because you realize we caught at the hole. Like, you in the hole, there's only one way in and one way out there once you come to the Peppermint.
Oh yeah, there was been a couple murders on Van Buren. I remember.
When I tell people I love my neighborhood, it don't mean that it's always it ain't always been hood, but I love my neighborhood and what it raised. Because a lot of us came out of, we could say that Lincoln Heights was the bottom grounds. That was the trenches to us, because like you said, we can go everywhere else, but only in Lincoln Heights can you mess with your own.
That's true.
And if you wasn't, we already knew. But in Lincoln Heights, if you were walking around, we already knew your mama, your daddy, your cousin, whoever. We knew each other. But if we see a new face, oh yeah, you got 15 minutes, bro. Yeah. 15 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, just think of how together Lincoln Heights was. That, I mean, even when, you was a child, when I was a child, and that was a long time ago, the neighbors could spank you and send you home when they see that you weren't doing what you were supposed to do.
Bring real parenting and real villages back.
Bring it back.
I don't care about what they say with that.
It continues in Lincoln Heights, though. That's my
Indeed.
point. Because it was family. It was generations of family in Lincoln Heights that loved each other, cared about each other.
When you talk iconic last names from Lincoln Heights, you got the Browns, Palmores, Alatives, Wilsons, Williams. You got the Clarks. You got the Jacksons. It was so many families that
the
literally
Bennett's. Clyde Bennett came right out of Lincoln Heights.
We can literally say so many iconic families came out of Lincoln Heights. It's literally where I literally was so proud to just walk around and be a part of it, because not only did you experience how family was supposed to be and the neighborhood was supposed to be, like we got our fights, we got our shootouts, but you didn't mess with one of ours.
Exactly.
We find out, we coming at you.
Right.
But it was so unified, it was hard to break up anything.
So they could mess with each other and take each other's lives as well, because this has happened, but you couldn't come in and mess with nobody.
Right, because we found out, you got like a week or two before we already at your door. But in Lincoln Heights, it was so quick when we found out it was one of ours, because when it's one of ours, we're going to handle it regardless. Whether it's family on family, we sit down and talk, or let alone they got to go down the way it got to go down. But I see how we grew, and we were so united. You had cops being so damn corrupt, we had to get rid of them.
Right.
Now we got sheriffs.
I remember that.
I literally tell people, if it was anything, you didn't look at Lincoln Heights as a hood. You looked at the cops as the hood, because they were trying to make us all do this dumb shit. Like, you want to go down for this? You doing this? Like, it was briberies and all that. It was a dirty game with the cops. But then when we transformed that one and they got sheriffs out there, I don't fuck with no badge, but I do give respects, because the sheriffs actually, most of them that I've seen, was out there actually interacting with the kids. Actually out there trying to like play ball, play kickball, like soccer or something, or literally just stand on the corner talking to them.
Oh, really?
It was a different change, but it's still the way it is. But the unified form of that, of after we come from the rubble and see what we made, you still got unity. You still got peace, but you still got respect.
Right.
Nobody can ever disrespect or put down Lincoln Heights' name now because of what we did.
Mm-hmm.
And it's proud to come out of there, and I said a history there. I became the youngest person from Lincoln Heights to have a radio show.
Oh, really? Wow.
And it was a blessing, like.
And you was right in Lincoln Heights.
In the heart.
Right there.
Salute to Barry because he brought me back home. Because I was like, I'm so done with radio. I'm done with all this stuff, man. Things ain't just, I'm cool on y'all. And he was like, we back home. What? Yeah, bring it back home. Bring it back to the zone. Let's put on the zone for what it is now. That's all you got to say.
Right.
Tagged up with me and my boy Ace, and literally we started running Lincoln Heights together, like bringing all the people back out originally from Lincoln Heights. I'm still on Isley Brothers, and y'all better give me a call back because it's time for the Lincoln Heights to represent the way it should be. And when at that time, it's just powerful. But that literally explains my GTS mission because that's all we were ever trying to do. We love Lincoln Heights, but we were trying to get out. But it's like, even though we got out, we still got to go back.
Right.
It's home.
Right. So how do you feel about coming home to the Hispanics?
Unified.
Okay.
Unified.
And the Caucasians. There's Caucasians out there as well.
Wiggers.
Yes. It's so 15.
Wiggers. When I say like, yeah, like we got them, like it's like literally they get down with the hood, but we already know what you know. You can't say nigga, but y'all hood.
Yeah.
But with the
you
Hispanics,
can't say it, but you
right.
can say it.
But with the Hispanics, I love it because when I first saw Hispanics move out there, I became real close family with one that stayed off of Chester, and before they moved back to Mexico. But it was an experience that when I tell you the love is real.
Really?
You can sit out there if you drinking, they drinking. Hey, homies, come over here and share a bottle, share Modelo. We sharing Red Stripes and Budweiser and Heineken. They sharing Modelo's Coronas. Like we over here getting it. Oh, you smoke? Oh, that is.
Yes, smoke.
So
we family.
Exactly. And you get to hear their music. Some songs you might not understand. Some songs you ain't even gotta understand the language to hear what they talking about.
Mm-hmm.
We get so into it with our songs and our music. They actually embraced us. They was like, I'm literally chilling at my Hispanic friend's house. 1 minute, I'm hearing Daddy Yankee. Next minute, I'm hearing Isley Brothers.
Really?
And I'm just like, what the fuck you know about them? The Isley Brothers songs? That's here, ain't it? I'm like, yeah, you know something.
They done some research.
Definitely. Salute to my Hispanics because we showing the unification there, and you haven't seen no beef or problems.
And that's amazing. That's amazing that they can come into the community, a black community, and there is no issues at all. Because in a black community, they got pride for their community.
Definitely. Full melanin pride. But we also love our brown side.
You got something for us, Ace?
Oh, good. Yeah, got one.
All right.
We got one, God?
I got one. Well, we're going to jump into it.
I always say for one, salute to the goddess, Lady Devine, for even having me on here.
Thank you.
And this show is divine.
It's divine. I want to get every one of our personalities on each other's shows eventually. So we're trying to put together a schedule.
Time.
It's just been
You actually hearing me and the God.
Go ahead, turn it up a little bit. Hey, lady.
We ain't talking business, it's over, y'all. It's so big. Try to play me with the fishes. Think why you sinking, bitches. You think let it sink in. Why you think you got time to waste when you got little to no time? Time is everything, but first it come with practice, right? Saying like you're shaky, just go up and go and roll the shot. Watch the shit guys bitches play both sides. You see that boy cutting out. Time is a value, no statue. I do not stand around. I'm like a mannequin. Next time I spin a block on y'all. Hitting is your purpose. Put in work before I clock you out. My life is a radio, no slowness, just don't touch that down. Niggas steady shining, but them lights on your partners now. Niggas so them grimy, man, they can't come to their city now. So you tryna eat, what the fuck you stealing my plate for?
Let me don't cheat, baby. Bitches breaking codes. Don't waste my time. The more you try, on the way this now. On the way. Ain't talking them bitches. It's over, yeah. It's so. Tryna play me with the fishes.
That's supposed to be on the radio.
Salute to the underground. Cause this definitely did nothing. This definitely like I pull up my distro is doing nothing. It's so old.
Time and money is time. Playing with my own no shine. Come on the grind, cause I'm trying to climb.
Go ahead, Ellie.
Eyes blind when I'm going, cause I'm going and I know it.
You got them people on the social.
Much rest in the set, cause the goal is overloaded with both checks and respect. You project in the flex. If you don't take heed, the lessons make the most of every second. If you can't, then get the second. Cause you slacking, mostly capping, getting lapped. I miss the badness and it's tragic, cause it happens like a habit. I'm an addict, making magic from depression, causing sadness. I have mastered it's the rapture, love and master, telling you that time don't matter, but still don't waste my time. No,
Don't waste my time.
And literally, we came over this. We were sitting there like, bro. We were literally just talking about how so many people was wasting our time with the showcase that we put up. And I was like, you know what? I'm just still go with this.
Okay, so GTS, how many people are working with this?
GTS currently has 5.
Okay.
We have one potential new one. But off of that, GTS has grown 5 strong now.
So they had to be initiated to get into GTS? What they had to do? Tell me.
It's not really like to get into GTS is really like people make it think like it's easy or something. Like nah, like I literally gotta like I do my research behind anybody that wanted to sign. But it was mainly when I first did it, I learned the way the normal groups learn. Like you just can't put on your friends and your family and your people. Like once you got it, you actually got to look for the artists that want to be a part of it with you.
Right.
And when I made my squad to do the initiation, really is for one. I did my showcases, the GTS bashes. I did that to see if you want to step out. All right, step out first. Let me see how you perform.
Mm-hmm.
Now let me hear your music. Now let me see your character. Hey, I actually like how we did this. I actually like how we vibing. Would you like to sign? And I always tell the person I see the contract first. I don't do that immediately. I vote with you. You fuck with me. Nah, it's automatically all right. Read this over.
Right.
Make sure that you're 100% behind this because once you sign, you're not only a GTS member, you're also a GTS boss.
Okay, so how long do they have to sign for?
My time periods literally it's literally endless. It's literally I literally having a contract where you're freely allowed to leave.
Okay.
Once you feel like it's your time, you can freely leave. Like it's no bad feelings, there's no bad blood or nothing like that. It's literally once you feel like you ready to move on for the better of you, have at it.
So where do you see GTS in the next 5 years?
Top dogs.
Top dogs.
Top dogs. We are currently getting our feet wet. This is when I say right now, I'm just getting GTS feet wet. I'm getting GTS in the door, getting them known, getting them pushed off to where we need to be. But in 5 years, I see GTS already putting on artists from Cincinnati. I already see them like us putting on for more shows and going out here and actually being able to be not only a top label, but a label that came from an unknown city. Everybody talk about Cincinnati, but they don't talk about the music end.
Right.
But when it comes to GTS, my whole goal is for all of us to reign supreme as bosses. Each person is an individual boss.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's over the other. Nobody can look at it like if we walk in the room, you can't tell who the boss is. You'll think it's me or my VP, like the way that we both act one and the same. But the way that we move as a team in 5 years, it can be like we're on corporate level. We working with Interscope, we working with Busy One, we working with Atlantic, like things like that of actually understanding the business end of it,
right,
to flourish as a group. Everybody starts up labels, but nobody know how to manage them.
That what it is? They start them up, but they can't manage.
If you really see it, like a lot of groups are just groups. Yeah, it's cool that you got a clique, but where's your LLC? Where's your S corp? Where's your C corp? Like, where is the things that you actually can stamp and put this on paper now?
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of groups always, when they do it, is we rock with this side, it's this side, it's that side. Nah, GTS is literally formed with over more, like I told you, it was 5 with a potential 6. We're stretched out. It ain't just all artists from like a Heights.
Okay.
we're stretched out. We got artists from Dayton, we got artists from Chicago, we got artists
Oh wow.
from actually he just moved from Atlanta, so I ain't gonna say Atlanta as his stepping point, but we got artists that literally came up and just saw me and wanted to work with me. Cause I move regardless as a representation, and once you sign, you move as a representation as well.
Mhm.
But with that, once we see the potential, we all take a vote. It ain't just my vote, it ain't just your vote. We all sit down and be like, hey yo, what we think of this artist?
Mhm.
Is this a potential or a liability?
Right.
Is this an asset or is this a person that just with the game just to get that cloud, just get the little exposure and run off?
Mhm.
Like when we come together, we actually make a unanimous decision together. And if it ever came in between, I'm the tiebreaker.
Oh wow.
But it's never biased. It's always 100% for the team, by the team.
Okay.
If you ever feel like, oh, nobody listens to me, all right, cool, let's have a sit down. Talk to the family. Call us, what's going on? But with that, we actually show what a family and a label actually does together. We get it together. It ain't just about getting on and getting put on like, oh, you sign with me now, I'm about to like throw all these shows that you pay you and all this stuff. Nah, we get it together.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to show people how to earn it versus thinking that you deserve it.
Right.
Nobody don't owe you shit and nobody don't deserve shit. Like, we're going to earn everything. You know what you want, go get it. Mm-hmm. But if you're going to get it with me, let's both have the same image and the same drive and the thrive, but two different mindsets to get it done.
Yes. And that's what it takes. It takes a combination of mindsets to make something happen, because everybody have their own little niche and pitch, and when you put that together, it's unity.
Never be afraid to be an Indian.
Never
unless somebody else to be a chief.
Yes.
Understand your roles. When it's time to be leader in this position, you know your field. Take role, take charge. But if you don't sit over here and act like you know everything when you don't.
Right.
And then when we say, all right, show me, hey, shit, I gotta release you because you literally just made this all look like it was for nothing.
Mm.
But when I automatically think of show me, it's either, once you show me, all right, cool. If you fucked up, let me teach you.
Mm-hmm.
Or let me, from what I learned that you did, I can help you this way. It's not no, oh, nah, bro, you just fucked it up for all of us, bro. We can't even fuck with you. Like, it's just out the way. Like, no, it's actually, we're going to build.
Mm-hmm. There's
going to be good show, there's going to be bad show, there's going to be good performance, bad performances. The whole point is to work them bad ones to being great.
Right.
Learn from your mistakes, but as a group, learn together. So that way, each one of y'all be like, all right, cool. For a perfect example, when it came to me and Shadow Village doing work. Me, salute to the guy, Laura Ace, because me and him literally show we're a part of the same vision with two different minds that can get things done.
Mm-hmm.
But when we move as artists with the artists, we treat it exactly as such. We don't be like, oh, I'm the boss, I'm doing this. No, we actually come and talk to each other. Hey, what else we need to plan out? Hey, is you missing something that I can help on? Hey, I need your help on
this.
this.
What's up.
It's literally
teamwork.
Reaching out.
That's teamwork.
And that's what it's supposed to be about.
And I noticed that as you as a leader, when we're on the calls, that you step up and you talk about what's on your mind, but it's in a positive way. It's nothing negative. And I enjoy that with you in the group. Ace is more quiet. We know he's a leader, but he's more laid back. But you will step up and you will say things that need to be said, but it's in a positive way. And that's what we need.
It always should be positive. If you ever thinking negative, I tell a person to shut up for 5 seconds. Just be quiet for 5 seconds. Get your emotions out of it. Get your biased feelings out, your biased thoughts out of it, and actually talk logical. Talk the real. Some people might not like what you're saying. Some people will love what you say. The whole purpose is, did you get the message? I don't care if you like me or not.
Exactly.
Did you get this message and this point? I might not even like you.
Right.
But I'm going to say something to help you for the better just because I see what you're trying to do. Let me help you out.
Yeah.
But if you're ever thinking like, oh, it's me, I'm doing this, I would be just like Ace, I'm sitting back. Because sometimes you got to be the student. Let them, if they want to be the leader, let them lead.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to leadership out of me, it's showing like, yo, once you speak, stand on it. My actions will be the same as my words. It will never be more or less.
That's what's up. If we had more people that was like that, we would be a long way right now. You know what I mean? And
but we come from the Crab Barrel City.
Crab Barrel. What is going on?
Some of us want to see each other make it and some of us don't. Some of us want to stay local and some of us want to actually get out there.
It's true. It's true. I had a young lady come up to me a couple of days ago at the comedy show. She says, I want to tell you, they've been talking about you. And I said, yeah. I said, what about? I mean, not that I care, but what about? She said, you just got to be careful who you be around. I said, listen, I'm at that age where it doesn't even matter. And if people got my name in their mouth, that's a good thing because they're talking about me. They're talking for me. And
I live in your head rent free.
it's all good. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been on this earth for a very long time. And if they ain't talking about me, then guess what?
We only an early time.
Guess what? You nothing. You gone. You. It's a lot of people not being talked about.
If you ever
they
feel like
dead
you talk
or
about
they
them
gone.
negatively, make sure that you tell them the reason why and where it came from.
What?
Don't just listen to other people of what that so and so said that made you feel away. If you're that easily persuaded, cool, be with the lost. But if you don't have some negative to talk about me, or let alone anybody of my presence or my people that I actually fuck with, you better have a real genuine reason of what they did.
Did you see that Deion Sanders Instagram that he has, and he says they talked about me.
Yeah.
But so what?
I don't care what y'all think of that.
What?
I did this. Like, I felt him when it came to that because that main thing that I thought of, no matter what your opinion is, I'm still me.
Still me. I'm still here, Lady Devine, with all her products, with my brand.
And it's so divine.
It's so divine. So you know what? People like that, you just, you want to help them, but one day, and what I said is they talked about Jesus Christ.
May I actually add on something to that?
And look what happened.
Just how she said, watch who's around you.
Yeah.
It ain't about me watching who's around me. It's about them knowing who they're dealing with. It don't matter. It don't matter who's around me because they're gonna be their own downfall if they ever try to go against me.
Exactly.
Because I don't need the retaliation. I'm gonna just show you how to up level and upgrade.
Just show you. That's how you gotta do it.
When you're around people, it's not about who you're around or what they do. It's about what you are and who you are. You can make anybody known unknown.
Yes.
But the moment that you believe what these other people said about you, I laugh every time I hear something about me. Like, that's what y'all thought.
You gotta know who you are, like you said. Who are you? Do you know who you are?
I feel like Kanye. I'm a God. That's what I told you who I am.
Do you know who you are? Does it matter?
It never really do.
No.
Everybody, like people say, I don't eat the same thing. What you eat don't make me shit.
You know what I'm saying?
But if you ain't got nothing but love for me, reciprocate it. Show me. But if you got hatred for me, show me.
Show me.
I want to see it either way. I don't care about if you went around and heard other people talk about me. Only thing I'm going to ask you was, why was you so comfortable to sit there and listen?
And what 2 cents did you add?
That part.
It means nothing.
That part.
It means nothing. But we're going to close out the show today with one of the artists that we signed, Kiana Sierra. We got the ace.
Let me see if I can find that one.
Salute to the goddess. Salute to the goddess.
I don't know if we got ooh-wee, but we might have diamonds.
Okay. So,
salute to the goddess.
Yes. This is our own little baby.
And this what we show and the definition of how, like, no matter who you are, you can make it.
No matter who you are.
You believe in yourself, you're going to push it. And she's a dope artist. She's really a dope artist. Like, y'all can't sleep on the goddesses that's coming up right now, man. Because for real, Cincinnati got some music for you. But when y'all hear Kiana, it's going to feel like glitter.
And you ain't going to have to wait.
And this is from.
You ain't going to have to wait. We ain't got diamonds or ooh-wee, but we can tell them about that. And
so December 9th, that's right. It's the release party, y'all. It's at the Black Rose Cafe.
Make sure y'all pull up and support, man. It's full love for the goddess.
This is at 4110 Hamilton Avenue.
Royal Rose?
Yes, Royal Rose. Black Rose. This says Black Rose.
Oh, my bad.
It's Black Rose Ace.
Y'all don't see the people in the building.
We got a lot of rows. So Busy One gonna be in the building.
You
know what I'm saying? So we gotta support our own. Congratulations to Kiana Sierra. Much love. And we got diamonds coming up.
We don't have diamonds, but I got another one poetic.
Okay, we're gonna close it out with poetic.
But I do want to hear the goddess too. If we could get him in there. If we can't understand, but
It's out of the question, brother.
already.
Well, I thank y'all for tuning in to Busy One Radio to the Lady Devine show. And thank God for Poetic Nights.
Nah.
Yes.
Nah,
Thank you.
Nah,
Thank you. So Friday, I'm gonna have to be on his show. I'm gonna
Thank you.
make sure I make some time to be on his show.
He said, bring the models.
Hey,
He said, bring the models.
the GTS show is every Friday from 8:30 to 10:30.
Oh shoot.
And
8:30 to 10:30. Woo. Okay.
oh yeah,
I'm gonna have to do that before I get my glass of wine. Or can I bring my glass of wine?
Of course.
Okay.
Bring me a glass.
You know what? There's nothing
Bring me a
here.
glass.
We can actually drink right here.
Hey, toast up to the winnings, toast up to life, and toast up to the positivity.
And don't be no amateur.
So peace and blessings, world, and infinite gratitude to the goddess Lady Devine.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you more.
Yes.
And get this perfume.
Go home smelling like it.
It's wearing off, but it's still there.
It's wearing off? It should be.
No, because I only put one spray. I ain't go like
It's not wearing off. It's wearing off. What? This lasts all day.
no, this one is strong. On this one, I've been rubbing my pants. So
tell us about this.
Amateur is actually the single that I dropped with Busy One Radio. When I first released this song, Barry came to me and said, I need to sign you. So this is the song that launched with me, So South, Salute to the Gods, Busy One Entertainment and Radio, but Amateur is literally called Amateur/All Pro. Because for one, I wanted to put in the sports thing, but I always think of anything as a game. And what do anybody think if you knew that? Like, you knew rookie, like, I'm not no amateur. I got experience. I've been here. Like, y'all better put some respect on my name. And, y'all think y'all gonna sleep on me? Watch. And me and the guy, DB33, like, perfect. Like, me and the guy, platinum. We literally call each other platinum because that's exactly what we represent. But in this song, we both stand. And this song represents, don't call yourself an amateur. You pro. Look what you did and look what you're stepping into. And to me, this was my welcoming into the industry.
Was it?
A re-welcoming into the industry.
Wow.
And Amateur is a motivational song, and I swear to God, it's gonna be in your head. It's gonna be catching. You're gonna be playing Madden like, who you think you calling amateur?
So you know what? You should get it on one of the games.
It's in the works.
There you go.
It's in the works.
Get it on one of the games. Yes.
I'm trying to get Madden and NBA to select the song as
Yes.
But I actually low-key sleeping on it. I want the MLB to take it. I want the Reds to be able to, like, you playing my song in the Reds Stadium? But this song is always motivation to me. Put respect on my fucking name. But Lily, Amateur is actually...
Respect on that name. What?
Amateur is for originals. Like, originals. Like, you're not no copy. You're not nobody else. You're you. Amateur stands for I'm original and I'm all pro now. Look at my work.
I was an amateur, but now I'm a pro. Talk about that.
Red Zone, I put it on my flag. Hey, but it be love when I hear this song every time. Because they be think, like, it literally be like me and Laura Ace when they be like, bro, y'all gonna smash. Anybody get on the record with me, you better come either with your A game or you better come to make me rewrite. Any artist should feel that way. If an artist don't make you come with your best, or let alone rewrite your verse, you ain't working with the right artist. They all cops.
Make sure y'all go to Busy One Entertainment, download the app, and subscribe to the Lady Devine show, y'all. It's only $9.99 a month. Subscribe.
For $9.99, you can feel divine, and then you can sit there with your lady, and then also tell her about Lady Devine.
We on Roku, we on Apple TV, we on Fire Stick, Android, what else?
Hip Hop Fraternity.
Hip Hop Fraternity.
Actually, TikTok getting blown up with the Busy One as well. Shout out to the social media streams. But we definitely getting placed. We definitely getting rotated. We on the rise. But this song is definitely one of my key songs. I love it.
See y'all next week.
Peace and blessings. Woo! That's gonna be a
big ass file on my phone. Did you get it? Did you get it? Yeah. No.
I love you.
Okay.
Because little did you know, you just gave me my second interview of the year.
What?
Damn. It's late.
No, actually third.
I would
It
say
was
you
already